5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll show you what I'm doing here. But first, I want to show you that I've received my package I ordered from Amazon using my Christmas in July Fairies gift card. I received a US Amazon card, so I ordered from the US Amazon site rather than the Canada one. And this is what I got. 2 more bags. Let's open those. Oops. They're the same, so I'll just open one. This is kind of a thing. There we go. Oh, it's cute. It's DK. I was expecting worsted, but it's DK. Look at that. It is acrylic. It's called Milk Cotton. 100% soft acrylic. Okay, is it cotton or acrylic? I thought I ordered cotton. Interesting. Take these off so I can see. Manufactured China, Textile Cashmere Products Company Limited. It says 100% soft acrylic, but it's called milk cotton. The product and color is blank. I don't know what's happening there. So, and the inside is blank as well. See what I got?
Pretty.
I got 2 of them. You want to open that one? So it's very soft. It's a bit fuzzy. It does look like acrylic, but it does have a cotton feel to it. So I guess that's why it's called milk cotton, but it's acrylic. I like it. I'm going to see how it goes in my machine and maybe make washcloths with it. So that's my plan for that, and I wanted to show you a couple of the things I've been up to. I've been practicing crochet. I knit, but I've been getting into crochet lately, and this is what I've been up to. Nice. I've got 50 so far. Feels nice, eh? So I've got, what are they called? Scrunchies. I've just crocheted single double crochets, and a single crochet and a double crochet and a single, and I went around like that just to get the slight rumple and just enough to fill it. Some of them I went overboard and overfilled them, so they're kind of perpetually stretched out, and some of the yarns I got are smooshier, softer, so I was able to get more onto the overlapped instead of sitting beside. This is a thicker yarn, so it's been instructive in how yarn sits. The density and the softness really affect, because those are all, there's just enough stitches on there to cover the elastic on majority of these, because I didn't want them perpetually stretched out. So they do retract to their, or that one is stretched, that one's got too many stitches on, but this one, when I release it, it goes to its original size. This one is being held wide by the number of stitches I managed to get on there. So it's been a learning experience on how the yarn density interacts with the creation of the stitches. So all of them are double crochet, single crochet all around, repeat. So I've got those, and I'll show you what I was doing on my machine. These guys here, they fit in the vendor bubble. I'll line up the hinge. There we go. So that's the size he is. I think I've got 5 done so far. This guy's my favorite. So that's him in his entirety. He is bald. I've done a couple with hair, but stitch... Oh, that's really wide. I don't know why that's so wide. I gotta tweak that with my needle. Poke that around. That one too. I think I overstuffed the arms. But anyway, this guy here, he's my favorite. And I do that on my machine. And then I needle shape. I've got 2 of those happening at the... I guess if I pull my table closer, I won't have to reach so much. So I've got 2 of those. And here's one of the tams fully completed. And they're worked flat. So that's it flat there. There's the inside and the outside. And I cast on super tight. Just regular long tail, but super tight, and then knit 3 rows, purl 1 round, and then knit 3 together to get the top. And I've got a bunch that I just need to gather the stitches and then seam the side. So that's that. And I showed you my unicorns. I've been working on unicorns. I've done one complete one. It's gone to the town, gone to the city with my grandson. He asked for it as soon as he saw it, and I'm making these for my nephews. I showed you this one, and this one was in pieces yet. Oh, his tail. I've got his tail stuck on his horn so I don't misplace it. But I've done the eye differently. This one, the original one I showed you, I believe this is 18 stitches, and I think I did 16. I might say something different when I show you this part, because I've got a video clip. I've got a video clip of how I did my shaping of this, and how I attached the eye. And I didn't show how I seamed it on. It's just Kitchener stitch, and then I stuffed it a bit. So I will put in my video clip of that. That's what that looks like. I'll show you how I got there. I cast onto a draw loop. I have a video about that. I cast on 6 and immediately doubled with knit front and back, and I purled a row of white, and I knit 2 rows of purple, and then I knit or purled okay, I can't remember that part. I did 2 rows of straight stockinette, and then I decreased on the knit side and I decreased on the purl side, and that's how I got this. And as you can see, I've got the eye into the middle of it. Everything's clumsier on camera, so I'm not going to complete this on camera. So that goes through there, and I flip it to the back so I can see better what I'm doing. And I push that around so that it shapes around the eye. And I just hold it with my fingers and grab the cast on strand and pull it. And I secure it and go around again, and I keep pulling. I stick a stitch in. Maybe I will be able to do this on camera. The other one was very difficult to get done, so I had to undo and redo and undo. So I go in, that looks like a stitch I can grab, I'll grab that one. And I pull it tight. And then I go around about here, that looks like a stitch I can grab. Nope, maybe there. Yep, there we go, I can grab that. So I'll go in there, pull tight. And again. Nope, try that one. It's a bit tight there. Oh, I can go that direction, so I'll do that way. And pull. And this is so that the eye is held secure. That should do it. And my next thing, now that it's kind of where I want it, I'll tell you what I did when I was knitting the head. It is knit, which way is it knit? I've already forgotten. I think it's knit from back to front, cast on, bind off. And when I got to this part here, where the shape changes, here we have the snout, and it slopes up and into the head shape. So we got the big head shape, and then, yeah, that looks like a decrease. I guess it's gone this way. There's the decrease there. And I threw in a purl. I took the stitch count all the way, it's worked flat. I took the stitch count divided by 3, and that's how I decided where my purl was going to be. And I have 1 stitch on this side of the purl, there's the purl, and 1 stitch on that side of the purl. And that's what I decided I'm going to use to anchor my eye. Grab that, see if I can do this on camera. If not, I'll do it off camera and come back. So that's where that is, that's where that is. I'll scooch them together. I might have to go off camera. Or do it right-handed because I'm right-handed. I find it easier to manipulate the shape with the needle. It just needs to be large enough for the eye stem to get through. What do you call that screw thingy? There we go, it works better right-handed. So now that I've gone through the little pinch of head, I can put the washer on. Get the holdy thing on there. And this I will definitely have to do off camera because yeah, I'll do it off camera. Oh, that one went on. Okay, I'll tighten that up. So that's how they're attached, and now I will graft, Kitchener graft that there, wherever it meets whatever stitch there, and sew it closed, and then stuff it slightly just so that it retains its shape. It may not need stuffing, but I think I probably will stuff it just lightly. It's not something you want to overstuff, otherwise it'll kind of bulge. And that's the method I've been using. Let's see if I can grab the other noggin. Push that off the way for a second. You can look at my mess while I look for the other head. There it is. So here I cast on 8 stitches, did the knit front back increases, and did the purl, what do you call that? I don't know what you'd call that. The texture. I did it without a color change, and I believe this portion is larger than what I did on these ones. But that's how that one looks.